Well, listen very closely. There are 9 daily habits draining your energy on a day-to-day basis. And no matter what you do, eating better, sleeping better, even hitting the gym, it's not enough. Well, let me tell you one thing. It's not a motivational problem. Like I said, it's in your daily routine. Daily habits that feel common for you to do are the ones that crashing your energy levels on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to show you what they are and how to fix them naturally, and at the end I show you a little product which I use. And no, before you click away right now, this is not a sales pitch. This is just me giving you an option. But no, I'm not listing any product out here. Let's get into the first thing. I've already made a video about this, which has similar title to this one. So, as for the first point, is immediately picking up your phone after you wake up. Because when you sleep, you're going through a cycle, which is 9 out of 10 times awake, light, deep, light, REM. And then that continues until you wake up. Before you wake up, you're 9 out of 10 times in your REM sleep. What happens is that your brain is called in a modus theta. It's a low frequency where it's optimal for you to rest. But in that mode, your brain is all asleep. And when it suddenly needs to be active and snap right back up to allow you to process what you see on your screen, those notifications, those things people say, your brain just needs to process it immediately without getting the proper time to wake up. So what you need to do when you wake up, yes, you can cancel that alarm or set a snooze. It's 5 minutes and just sit right up in your bed and allow yourself to wake up. And when that button hits, then you go out of your bed and then you're allowed to touch your phone. But in those first minutes, just avoid your phone. Second thing, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Personally, I'm not of a coffee taker, but if I take coffee, I do not do it on an empty stomach. But it's bad for you. Why? It spikes cortisol and blood sugar. And what happens when your blood sugar rises up? Your insulin just lets it crash down. So your energy goes like this. Absolutely no gain in that. So therefore, just make sure that when you drink coffee, first eat something and then take a sip of coffee. Well, the third thing, skipping breakfast. Breakfast is one of the best things you can do. And no, let's put out this myth. If you do not eat breakfast, you're going to lose weight. Well, there was a test done that shows that people who did eat breakfast lost more weight than persons who did not. So just eat your breakfast. Why? It's for the same reason as with coffee, it just spikes blood sugar. And like I said, with insulin it just comes crashing down. Now the fourth thing is a common point out there, especially with offices where you're just sitting all day long. Your energy crashes naturally. Why? There is no blood circulation anymore. Well, very little, because otherwise you would just die. But when you stand up, it allows for more blood circulation, which allows for more oxygen to travel through your body. We, as humans, burn glucose, which is our fuel source, with oxygen. For burning something, you need oxygen. But with a decreased amount of oxygen in your blood, there is less fuel being burned, and less fuel being burned equals less energy. So therefore, when you can, just stand up, go for a little walk, or just try to avoid sitting as much as possible. Well, the fifth thing, constantly, it's not even possible, multitasking. We cannot divide 100% of our attention into two separate things. That's not possible. But when you do that as much as possible, it just overrides your brain. Because then you're doing halfway things and your brain just gets overloaded with, I need to do that for 50%, I need to do that for 50%. And that just builds and builds and builds up. So avoid that as much as possible. Just focus on one singular task. Well, the sixth thing, not drinking enough water. Why? Even 1 to 2% dehydration impairs brain function, mood and focus. That is what's happening when you have less water in your body. 7. Having a healthy diet, but avoid as much as possible junk food, fast food, just those quick things. It is stacked with spiking up your blood sugar, raising your blood pressure to an absolute high, and when it comes down, it's not going slowly. No, again, it just crashes like a meteorite into the earth. 8. A good quality sleep is what you need. That does not depend on the hours. Because if you take 4 hours to get into an optimal rhythm, instead of 30 minutes for someone else, you need to spend 3.5 hours more. On an average time, I can sleep 6 hours. And when I have nothing to do, I just sleep some more. Just to fully rest that day, let my body heal up. But when you use excess screen times before going to bed, it's like jerking off before going to bed, having sex before going to bed. Your brain and your nervous system are so stimulated that they're in the all-time high when they need to be at the all-time low. So just avoid that much as possible. And the ninth thing, sun is the best and most easiest supplement you can take. Just vitamin D is linked to higher testosterone. Higher testosterone means more energy. Vitamin D gives you dopamine. Dopamine makes you happy, which you naturally feel more energized. Because when you're depressed, you feel like you have nothing to do and all the energy is sucked out of you. Now, like I said, at the beginning, I have a product which I use. I originally bought chia seed. I came across, once I studied what the effects were, but I never bought something besides pine pollen. But especially taking this little product, this tiny product, it has given me so much energy, I cannot describe it. It's amazing how this works. It's not cheap by any means, although you have 120 portions in this one, means 2 months, 25 euros for 1 month of just feeling good, having the energy. If that's not worth it for you, I don't know what you're trying to save on. This is literally my key thing to having energy all day long. And I like it. It's easy to take. If you smell it for the first time, you think, what is this smell? My father said it's shoe polish. But if you take it, it just feels like a regular cup of tea. Just if you have some early grey tea. But there is a science-based thing behind it. Because this is a product made in Himalaya under extreme pressure. And this product is full of supplements which takes you thousands of euros to get. And this is just in one compact little thing. One of which is fulvic acid, which boosts your ATP, and ATP is just our fuel resource. Second thing, improves nutrient absorption. If you eat something that is very nutritious, but your body just cancels 20% out of it already, you're not getting the full benefit. So with this, every nutrient-rich food you take just gets absorbed more into your body. The third thing is one of the key things. Support your brain and mental wellness. If you think your brain is just off for the day, your body will feel that too. This is how it works. That is the placebo effect. But when you feel like your brain is on, you're just on too. The fourth thing, it reduces inflammation. Why? It's rich in metals, and metals are antioxidants for inflammation. And when your body needs less time to fight a disease, to fight something that it does not want, it allows you to have more energy throughout your whole day because it's not being used for something different. And the last thing is the same as vitamin D. It boosts your testosterone. And a higher testosterone is automatically linked through science for a higher amount of energy. So that is just, I advise you to at least try it. It takes some days before it gets optimal, but it is one of the best purchases I ever made. Because I have another supplement, pine pollen. It's a great thing, but if I need to choose between this and chia seed, I highly advise this one. This one has changed so much for me recently. I've got it for 1.5 weeks. It's amazing. So if you're looking for something to boost it even more, I highly advise looking at a all-natural and certified seller. Because there are many out there selling you fake shit. This one is tested. Test results are open for you to see. It's from Kiki Health, KIKIHEALH, with a little plus in it. They show you the test results that is good and that is pure. So with that, I hope to see you in my next video. Whee!